Hello and welcome to today's episode of Travel Trader. I want to shortly recap our trading week. We didn't have a full week yet as we started on the 1st of January. So based on a €10,000 portfolio, we are up now 2,500. I gave you all the results over the last few days. Did a little bit of day trading with the mentoring students where we made 740, got 1,000 in cocoa, got another 1,000 in different currency trades. We already deducted a few trades that we're losing. So we're up 25% or 2,500 in around 3 days. So that's a great result, a phenomenal result, and I hope that we keep the pace up. But before we do so, as today there is a weekend, stock market is closed, I want to start very slowly to build some knowledge with you and to get you more used into the terminology and what we're looking at and why we're looking at these things. So we are starting very, very basic, so everyone that doesn't have any idea of trading can follow us and get into it. So today we want to talk about some representation of prices, commonly referred to as charts. When you start out in the stock market, the first chart you would see is probably something like this. So you have a chart here where you have price and time, and you will have a flat line of a chart, and this is the price over the time. So it will go up and down in between. Sometimes it goes up and down and whatsoever. We will talk about that tomorrow when we are talking about trends, how to spot them and how to identify them. Now, this is one price at a day. Let's assume these are daily prices. So we have one price for that day, next day, and then these prices are connected with a line. That doesn't give us a lot of information, obviously, but that's the very first representation that you come across when you look at something. This is what we call a line chart. So we can name it. That's our line chart. As a professional trader, that doesn't give you a lot of information, so we prefer things that are a little bit different, and what most traders use nowadays are so-called candlestick charts. We always want to go for OHCL data, so OHCL stands for open, high, close, and low. So we get 4 informations rather than one price point in OHCL data, and most commonly we use something that is called a candlestick chart. In the United States there are bar charts, colored bar charts in use as well. They represent the same data, just a little bit different, so I will stick with the candlestick charts as that is the most common representation. One of the nicer ones that I saw recently, which could be a little bit more modern and a little bit more advanced, are so-called raindrop charts. We also have the volume of the trading day within that certain chart, so that gives you even more information. However, I don't get all the data that I want to. Everything that I trade, I cannot get raindrop charts as they are very specific at the moment for everything I trade. That's why I stick with OHCL data in a candlestick representation, and I put the volume in where I want to have that information. So let's begin. Basically we have 2 types of candlesticks. First one would be bullish, so they are typically represented as a green candle, and we would have the open price here, the closing price here, this would be the lowest price of the day, and this would be the highest price of the day. So that obviously gives us the whole trading range of a day with the lowest price, the highest price, where we opened, where we closed. We get a lot more of data obviously than up here. So this candle here is something like 1 point up there. A lot more information obviously. The second candle that we have is something that we call bearish. So it's very similar. We represent it as red. Sometimes you will see white candles for the green ones and black for the red ones. That's the same meaning, and the meaning is basically that we opened up here, the day went down, so we closed lower than we opened. We still have our lowest and our highest price of the day. So this is the most commonly representation we use. Why is it so interesting for us? Because these things here, if we refer to this part, so this part here, let's call it the body of the candle, and these things here I will call shadow, or sometimes you will find that they call it a wick. To keep it easy for everyone, I will call it a shadow. So these are the spikes up here and down here. So first of all, we have the trading range for the day. We can have a first estimate of, depending on how the shape of that candle is, whether some buyers came in this scenario, or whether sellers came in. So we get a lot more representation of what's going on in the market. And this is why we love to use them. So just a little introduction. We'll obviously talk a little bit more about the meaning and what we can do with these, what information we get, how we can monetize it. What I wanted to show you is today, size of a candle obviously means how volatile is the market at the moment. If you have huge big candles, obviously there's a lot of different prices during the day, depending on how the bodies and the wicks or shadows are shaped. It tells us a little bit about buyers and sellers that are coming in. Of course, when we use the volume, we will see exactly how many pieces went in and out during the day. So that's a lot better for us and a lot easier to see. So we have a far more complex representation, and all we have to do is to look at it at once. I hope you enjoyed our little excursion for today. We will talk a lot more about it. Tomorrow we will get trendy, and we will have a look at how to spot trends, what different trends we have. So we get you into some basic knowledge over the weekend. So within the year, following every day, our little videos, the little diary that I write for you, then you will learn a lot, and then the stock market won't be a myth for you anymore, and you will actually be able to make money out of it. So I hope you liked that video. If you have any questions or you want to know anything in addition, please send me a question, put it into the comments below, and then I'm more than happy to answer them. Otherwise, I wish you a great weekend. I will have a look at the stock market and see what might be some potential trades for the next week. And we will see each other again tomorrow, and we will talk about trends. Thank you very much for watching. I'm always happy if you give me some hearts, likes, or whatsoever, if you like these videos. And yeah, can't wait to do the next video for you tomorrow, and have a great weekend. Bye for now.